Close my eyes, hold my breath and let it bury me. I'm not okay and it's not alright. Won't you drag the lake and bring me home again?
I got my little camera.
And 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, welcome to the Charger Racing Show. And we are your hosts. I'm Harry. Insert name here. And I'm Richard. Yes, and welcome back for another exciting episode this week. This is part 2 of this series that we're making on the channel. That's right. And in the first part, remember to check the link above, but in the first part, we unboxed and made the frame of the KD7 FPV Cinelifter from KD Drones, and in this one we're going to continue on to finish up the design, and we're going to do some custom extras. What are we going to do in this one here? Yes, we're going to do some multicolor printing of a camera. So the camera that we've only got one SLR camera, and it's currently filming this right now. It's not quite like us where we can be at two places at the same time, but to do that, we need to make another one, a stunt one, if you will. Yeah, that's right, a stunt double. So we're gonna make, we're gonna take a trick out of the Jackie Chan stunt book, and we're gonna make a stunt camera. So we're gonna scan the camera that's being used at the moment, the SLR camera, and we're gonna 3D print it on the Creality K2 Plus with the CFS. Yes, and we're gonna do some multicolor printing for you, something a bit different, something that I've never seen before. So as the drone flies through the air, you can't tell. Yeah, so it should just look one big seamless shot. So there you go, that's what we're doing, and then we're going to be assembling the mounts from the KD drones, other type mounts that you can fit on the KD7. That's right, and then we're going to do a little custom high-rise kit. So yeah, lots to look forward to on this episode, so make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already, and the thumbs up, and it all helps. That's right, and we have to thank all our sponsors, and check out the links below for them, and let's get cracking into it. And thank you! And 3, 2, 1, race! Okay, so here we are. We are doing camera mounts. That's right, we've got 2 of them. Well, we need a camera mount to put on the Cinelifter. Here's the Cinelifter over here. 2 camera mount options. Yes, and here's the Cinelifter. So a Cinelifter, just by the name, needs a cinema. It can't have a cine camera if you just, otherwise it's just a drone. Exactly. So we need a mount to mount the camera. Yes, so the KD drones offer 2 options. One is the KDCM or camera mount option, and the other version is the light version. So we're looking at into that. We'll first start off with the KDCM. By the way, it comes in the kit. It comes with everything you need, and here's an example of here. And the first part, you can see here like that. Oh, yes, there we go. So there you go. So we got the big ones, the big holes at the back, and small ones at the front. Or vice versa. Depends on which way around you think it's forward and backwards. But yes, very similar design as the KD7 Cinelifter frame, and the fact that the bolts are like that, and the same strong design. And yes, and these parts, oops, I'll just drop that. That's okay. And this big giant CNC carbon plate goes on the top to fit the camera. It comes with 2 different options. The one on this side is the one with different little increments that you can put the camera to, or this side, which is one that we'll be using. So if you want to, when you tilt it down, you can just instantly go to those versions, like the degrees that you want to set, but we'll be just using the custom one, depending on where you want that camera and how fast you have your angle. So you can match your FPV camera and you get it in frame. Otherwise that would be quite embarrassing, wouldn't it? There you go. You see the big 2 holes at the back, front, and the back. The opposites go on the other way. So the little fellas on this side and the big ones on that side. Yep. Yep. Ta-da! There you go. There it goes. Okay, put these ones in. Your side. Alright, last one. And extend it. There you go. Up and down. And all around. And then you just tighten it up to where you want it. A little fellows like that to bolt it down to the frame. And this is what it looks like. It needs to be bolted down, but that gives you a good representation of what it'll look like. And you'll put your camera on top. Look at that, eh? Nice. That'll be bolted down.
We haven't decided which mounting system we're doing at the moment, but
no.
We're going to jump over to the light version.
Yes.
It was the KDCM Lite.
So here we go. This is pretty much it. It's very similar to the one previously, just very micro. There you go. So the little fellas, the little holes will be mounted at the back. The little ones will be mounted at the back, and the big ones will be mounted in the front. Okay. Whereas the top plate, which actually will house the camera, will be the opposite. So the big ones will be at the back, and the small ones at the front. So let's get to it. Okay, coming together. It's the top plate, is that it?
Top plate.
So we're going to put this guy, base structure, put the washer on there, the washer on, and away we go.
Alright, so these are two separate ones.
And then we'll be using these little fellas. It's like a baby version of the other one with the nylox. Nylox, there we go.
That's what you.
Going in. So next one, use these little fellas, these little carbon frames. So that's what it'll look like. Open and open. Ta-da! All the way up and all the way down. Nice little fella. Okay, here it is. Ta-da! Mini mount there. There you go. And what would that look like on the single picture instead of the other one? This is what the other mount looks like. Like that. So it's quite a significantly different size if you can compare. For your particular camera that you'll be using on this one, depending on what you're using.
And that's the bolt to bolt onto the camera. As well.
Yeah, it just depends on the rig that you're using on your camera. It's all different options. But well, what would it look like with the Cinelifter? Okay, if you're going to mount that fella on there, the little guy would look like this. So like that. There you say. Or where else could you put him? There, if you wanted that. Depends on the weight, the balance that you're putting it at. And what about your one, Jim?
He's sort of more mounted in the middle, isn't he?
I mean, you can put the mount, if you wanted to mount the camera underneath, you could put it underneath. You have to do something with the length. His central base.
There. Central base.
You could go to there if you wanted to.
Could he? Where?
Nope.
To there.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
But it's actually that way around.
Yeah, wrong way around. So there you go. Significant weight reduction if you take that off. Look at that. It's like, oh, there.
Is it?
There or there.
Oh, okay.
It's just up to you.
Wow.
There you go.
What a weight reduction.
What a weight reduction. But just as strong. So there you go. Some options for you.
Do you know which one we're going to do?
Not sure yet.
I guess we could try them out.
We'll try them
We
out.
might not need the big one just yet, but yeah.
There you go. So it's all.
It's nice if you can.
Yes. So there you go. That's all the
You can
options.
do that. You can do 2. You can do it. Well, you probably could if you did the modification. 2. High, low.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, one like that height, and then you have another one like that height. So you can't read all the angles. You got 3 cameras instead.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bit. But or you could put it. You could put it underneath if you had longer legs.
Maybe you could do it. It's possible.
Yeah, everything's possible.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, no, there's a whole thing you can modify that you could do.
There you go. So there you go.
3 stack.
A 3 stack. There you go. So there you go. That's what's happening. And what are we going to check next? We're going to go for a hover.
We'll do a little hover.
Yeah. Or we'll jump into the computer.
We'll let our future selves decide.
Yes, and let's go and do those cool things, and then we get to do the most exciting part of all. Is go and fly them outside. So let's go.
Right. Yeah.
Love lost, fire at will. Dumb bullets and shoot to kill. I hear dive bombers and empire.
Okay, so this is the first. This is the first flight. Hover test. So yeah, got to do these things. So. We already checked all that on beta flight, so it's all good. So it's just a first little, not sure hover, probably going to get a hover about there for a couple of seconds, bring it down, and hopefully it's all stable.
Fingers crossed.
And toes. It's a good sign.
Yep, it's coming through on the VTX.
Okay, so we don't actually know how much thrust it is.
No.
Cool.
Okay.
Activated. Disarmed.
That's a good sign. We want it to be able to,
Activated. Disarmed.
we definitely want the props to go off when they go off. And the VTX is coming in?
Yep, so my
Okay, so video's coming in. Okay. So you're going to go acro, is it?
That's exactly it.
All right. Nice.
Disarmed.
Wow, it didn't take much to take off the ground. Like one little blip. 2 notches. That's
Okay.
good.
So maybe
It
get it.
felt quite smooth in the air.
Yeah.
This
it
is
did.
what you want from a FPV Cinelifter, haven't you?
Okay, so maybe take it up to about knee height.
Knee height.
All good.
No, just checking it.
Activated.
Checking the crossfire length. And VTX is good so far.
Does sound quite powerful, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so bang it to the left. Cool, right. Okay, hover there, go forward and backwards. Okay, trying to add your little rudder, as it were. Yeah, and a bit to the right, yeah. So it sort of checks out.
Disarmed.
Okay, cool. Now, so you disarmed? I just, okay, so I just check the motors. Obviously I can't check the escs because they're in this center.
Yeah.
I can feel a little bit of warmth, but
That might be the same.
it's, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of RPM there, so nothing to worry about there. And you're like a little hop. It feels like a 5-inch, eh?
Yeah, it does feel like a 5-inch. But you know,
That is not.
you can hear it.
The power?
Yeah. Feels like a 5-inch, but you know deep down it's got more mass for sure.
Okay, cool. So,
So that's good. And it's coming.
What a
along.
relief,
The VTX
eh?
is coming through nicely. So that is great to see that it's coming together. And yeah.
so what's the next step? We're gonna, we're going to deliberate and see what the next step is.
Yeah, we'll go and find out.
There's always another step.
There's always a next step. So looking good. Yes.
All right, so we've got the KD drones.
Yes.
The KD7
Just over here. And
just over here. So we've got,
what we're missing is the camera.
or potentially that one.
Or potentially that one. Not decided yet, but
The 3 stack.
The 3 stack, yes. We can fly with 3 cameras on there.
All right, so
FPV camera, a normal camera, and another camera.
We don't have excessive amounts of cameras. So
No.
the camera that we're using that you're seeing it through is
Yes.
the camera that we're going to be using on the...
Yes, so obviously we'll need a stunt double. So
That's
there you
right,
go.
so we're going to take one trick out of the Jackie Chan trick book.
Yes.
And it's like always, like when they're using, say, a glass bottle, or something when they're hitting the stunt man and it explodes.
Yes.
Well, they either use a sugar glass, right?
But in this
To
case,
explode.
we're using a fake camera. So there you go. What we're going to do. So then it looks kosher in there. It looks legit.
Yeah, so it's
aesthetically.
so all the shots will be shot with the Sony camera that you've
Yes.
got from while it's flying past. If you look closely, they'll have the stunt double in, and
Yes.
then everything with that shot on the drone while it's flying.
It looks like
will
a fly.
have the actual camera, so
There you
it'll
go.
be shot for shot, so you won't know in post.
There you go. So,
And also the other thing is when you're doing testing and things like that, you don't want to use your the high-end camera or whatever.
Yes.
You want to use the stunt double as well. So we're going to add
weight.
an extra slot in the side to add extra weight into it to hopefully get at least close or the same
Yes.
to what this camera will be. So then you get an accurate representation of training
while you're testing it,
when you're
training.
testing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In
So
case we need to change the tunes, etc., etc. Okay, so here he is on the build plate. So we're going to use the KD2 Plus combo with the CFS, and we're going to use the Creality software here. Spin around. I've done all the paint.
it's all painted.
All the paint
Look,
tool.
from a distance, you wouldn't know, right?
That's right.
There you
Except
go.
that it doesn't say. It doesn't say Sony. It says H&R.
There you go.
Racing. That's right. So we're going to head over to our trusty 3D printer
And get this job done.
That's right. So multicolour, we're going to use black, grey, because there's a little bit of grey on the black,
a bit of white.
and a bit of white. So we're going to head to it, and let's go click that 17 hours and
Get
let's
it
see the
done.
result. Check it out. Oh, KD Drones needs a stunt camera. All right. So we're going to use the A6400 that we've done in the software, and we're going to need to print it out on the K2 Plus, and we're going to need multicolour printing. So why not? So 17 hours. Here we go. Okay, so here we are, location. We're at the field finally.
Yes.
Today's the
And
day.
Today's the day. We're going to go and send it. So what are we going to do? We're going to be sending it with this guy and chasing it with another drone, perhaps?
Yeah, so we've done the hover test already, and we did some 3D printing. So we scanned the camera that we're using now is the A6400 Sony camera. We scanned that, and then we printed it with the K2 Plus,
Yeah, so-
and we did multicolor. We used the black Hyper PLA, the white, and the grey all in one complete
Yes.
print.
So when it's speed, you won't know it's actually a stunt camera.
That's
on
right.
there. We only had one camera, so that's what we
Yeah,
came up
you got to
with.
use what you got. So, and it's also an exciting way of using 3D printing on your drone. The other part of 3D printing that we did is we designed a high riser kit
Yes.
underneath it to go onto the KD7. What was it called? A CDM Lite? Is that right? CDM Lite? Package?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, so we use that one. So that way we could have mounted underneath with the CDM full-size one, but we'd have to move it back, and then we'd have to put the camera, the battery underneath. But we want to keep it on top. We want to keep it like as close to a 5-inch possible. Yeah, so we've already done the hover test, as we were saying, and yeah, so we got the 6200 milliamp hour battery from
Yes, we got 6200 6S LiPo from Leopard Power on the top, and we've just been top charging it with ISDT's charger. So
That's
there
right,
you
the
go.
Q6 Richer.
And we're using AKKs. Which one's VTX is that one?
Is it 5000?
Yes,
I think it's a 5000.
5000 AC. So there you go.
Yeah, so everything seems to be working in a hover mode in our backyard.
Yes.
But you never know until you actually do the real thing. So
Yes.
let's jump into the real thing. Without further ado, real thing. Just adjusted the settings of the Wi-Fi, the
AKK.
AKK, and yeah, so we're just going to get this underway.
And we just had
It's an acro, man. We just had to adjust our location a couple of times because we had some buses to attend with people on it, right?
Yes, so yeah, high traffic area, so we'll go where...
But there's no
Yeah.
people because we want to be nice and safe.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's all good.
Just get your line and dial it in.
I don't want to get too close to that car.
Sounds looking good though.
All good?
Yeah, you sure? What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. It seems to handle quite well. Don't want to drop below that that hill line.
Yeah, it's going quite quick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only like, I don't know, like a third throttle.
And maneuverability, what do you reckon?
Yeah, no, it's super stable. What's it called? The tune? That's the word, the tune. Yeah, it seems.
CID tune, yep.
Yeah, it's super smooth.
Super smooth. Yeah, well, it's looking quite good, and also kind of it reminds you of freestyle drone, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like
very much.
You can tell the match, like it is heavier.
Yeah, and yeah, because you've flown so many 5-inch ones, it,
If you want, well, that's what we want to do.
yeah. So it acts very similar to that.
Nice.
I just do a little orbit over here.
Couple of birds underneath, just flying around. Little starling.
Yeah, so I haven't gone over like third throttle.
Yeah. And so there's a cab zone.
Hey?
Cab zone. Yeah, you're good. You can go that way if you wanted to.
Is that car gone?
Yeah, I was just leaving there. What's the time, mate?
2 minutes.
Yep. Turn to your left and come around there.
I left.
Oh, whatever.
A little crackly there. But come back.
Looking good. Yeah, and then you just turn around and go back the other way again so you get that shot again. But anyway, the sun a little bit nicer. Camera angle.
Okay, coming in. Three minutes.
That's good. Well,
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, no, just trying to keep on hold of everything. So 23.4 volts currently. 3 minutes 17 seconds.
yeah, it's looking good.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe
That's a good test.
that's a
right?
good test, right? Yeah, we
I'm happy
just.
with it. I'm happy with the tune.
What do you think of the location? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can you see the cruise ship up there on the horizon?
The cruise ship. Yeah, the cruise ship. Yeah. Cool. I'll bring that one in.
Okay, it's okay to clear the road.
Oh, so look around. Hang on.
Road's clear.
Yeah, the road's all clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half a metre, you're a metre, half a metre, half a metre.
Disarm.
Perfect. There you go. All good.
Nice.
There you go. So just check the motors for heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all good. Alrighty.
Okay.
Alright.
And we're back. So just like that, we have come to the end of this particular episode, but we hope you enjoyed it. That's right. And remember to check out part 1 where we unbox and review the frame, put it together, Yes. and make the majority of the actual
Frame.
drone as such. Yes, and also the live stream interview that we got to sit down with Leopard, the founder of KD Drones, which Yes. made, in essence, this amazing design. Yes, there you go. So lots to enjoy on the channel. Okay, so what are your thoughts, Richard? My thoughts were, it was great. It was great to
Smooth flying.
It was quite good to
But when you wanted it, you could punch that through it and do flips, rotations, and
yeah,
tricks like that.
it
So, yeah.
felt very similar and familiar with the 5-inch And that
freestyle or
configuration,
racing drone
Yeah.
in that particular setup. Yeah, just obviously a bit more mass. But if you're familiar with a 5-inch, this is the guy for you.
Yeah, well, with the battery on the top and the camera in front, it really does feel like it's just a bit heavier and fun.
Yeah, and then also it was quite good that we did we used the multicolour printing to make the Sony camera at least
The
as a stunt double for the real guy, just to make it look like it was, you know, all together. Otherwise, it looked like there's something missing in the shot. And when we had it, it was an interesting thing when we had it
at the field, at the aerodrome.
That's right. When we had people around it and stuff when we were filming the intro part.
Yes.
They couldn't tell. They had it in their hand, and they couldn't tell that was in fact a stunt double. It was only when we actually gave them a little insight in between that actually they didn't
tell. So did you notice? Did you notice or not? There you go. So
it was good to come up with a new idea that I don't think has ever been done before.
Yes.
So it's good to take one out of the Jackie Chan stunt book. And it was good.
Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so moving on to the next segment of the show. The movie of the week is
Stunt Team. No, Double Team. Stunt Team.
Well, it is the stunt team. It is Double Team. So there you go, with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
There you go. If you have not seen that movie, then you should be watching that movie.
And one of the coolest things is the handshake, which is, I think it's something similar to that, and then they rotate it.
There you go. Cool. So that's cool.
So yeah, do you have any cool handshakes that you do with your friends or pals?
There you go.
Yeah, we want to hear about it. Yeah, it was a great film. It's obviously one of the classics. Jean-Claude Van Damme's always a cool cat.
Yeah. And there's tigers in it, and landmines,
it's kind of like
fighting and karate.
That's
also.
right. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't do it. He does Morto.
Morto, right? Yeah. And at the end scene, he does a fight scene with a motorbike. There's minefields, and it's kind of like in a coliseum with tigers.
Gladiators. There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, it goes back to the classics of gladiator styles.
There you go. So that is the movie of the week, Double Team. Okay, so final thoughts, Richard.
Final thoughts. Real good frame design. And really super smooth tuning and PID tunes that Milford came up with for this guy. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I liked it, and I like it that it's very modular. You can, for one project, let's say you had it, if you're doing, you could be a FPV pilot, a professional out there, and then suddenly you got a client and he wants a certain shot, and then your drone, you can retrofit your drone, add more motors to it, maybe an X4, then you want to change it to X8 for that particular project. So there you go. So we highly recommend it.
That's right. Yes.
And make sure you tune in for more exciting shots that'll be filmed on that. On the channel.
Yeah, that's right. Get a quality
KD7.
shots. Not that it's cool to use GoPro, but sometimes you want to get that high quality cinematic FPV shots.
So there you go. So there you go. So something exciting coming up on the channel. Make sure you haven't already subscribe and give this video your thumbs up. Comments below about what you liked about the frame, and there you go. And multicolour printing was great. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's right. We've also thanked Milford himself from KD Drones. So thank you very much for coming on board for this one.
And awesome. Also thanks for all our other sponsors, and thank you most of all.
That's right.
So we'll see each other next week. It'll be Tuesday in New Zealand.
Yeah, Tuesday in New Zealand. We tend to do live streams around sort of Thursday or Friday, depending on what's happening that week. We're always busy. We try and put up different content on different platforms.
Yes, keep it different on each one.
Yeah.
Well, we try to. There will be an overlap.
Yeah, there's always a little overlap.
Okay, so we'll see each other next week. Should be exciting. Enjoy. And 3, 2, 1, go.